Hi everyone, this is Abdul Rashid. Welcome back to our daily JavaScript tips and tricks videos. Today we are going to discuss about how to add a new list item dynamically to a list. So now we can see there is two list item called coffee and tea. Now I want to add automatically or dynamically water to this list item. So how it's possible? Now when I click on this button, I want to trigger this function. So for that one, I create one button and I mention one click event and I called a function called my function. So when it's called this my function, that code under this it will triggered. So first of all, we want to create a list item like this or what are the tags we want to make. We want to create like this one opening and closing tag. Okay, so I am removing this one. For that one, for creating that opening and closing tag, we have one method that is called create element. So here I am assigning one variable called node, and I am assigning that one. I am declaring one variable called node and assigning our tag that we want. So I mention here list item I want, so I mention here li by the help of create element. So when I use that create element, it will create like this. It will create a opening and closing tag of the li. So when we console this one, we can see console.log, we can see I am giving here node. So when I click on this button, it will console this node. So when I click on that append button, we can see that opening and closing tag is created. Now we want to bring some content inside this list items, opening and in between opening and closing tag. So how it will be? Here also we have one keyword called create text node. So here I am declaring one variable called text node and I am using this text node like document.text node, and what are the content we want to bring it inside that particular tag that we mentioned here, that content we can give here. So I give water. So when I console log this text node, we can see that when I click on this button, that water is created. So that content is created. Now we want to apply this text node inside this node element, inside this node. So how it will be possible? It's also we have one keyword called append child. So I am using this node node dot, and I am apply append child of text node. So it will append this text node details. Text node water, we can see here water. This water will append inside this text node. Okay, so this water will come inside this opening tag and closing tag of this list item. So we just come here and console this node. We can see when we click on this button, we can see that water is created inside that list item. See, list to opening tag, and we can see that closing tag. In between that, we can see what are the content we given inside this text node. So we want to bring it here. So everybody knows that how to bring this node here by using get element id. So I am using document.getElementId of my list. So I want to add this node inside this list item by the help of get element by id. So how we can add? We can append child. We can use we can never use inner HTML or dot value or something like that. We have to use append child keyword. And also we want to append that child. What are the things inside this node? So that we given here. Now we click on this append. We can see water is added to this list item dynamically. When I click, again it will add, again it will add, again it will add. So this one will automatically add this list, my list, under this my list, this node. So in this way we can create a dynamic list item. Okay guys, see you. I hope you understood, and we can see you in the next video.